Hello there, my YouTube family. I know I'm a little behind in your readings, but I had to come and bless y'all with my presence this afternoon. I pray all is well with all of you. I am getting ready to get myself together here for this lovely reading. Hey y'all. Hello. How's everyone doing? Don't be afraid to say hello. Good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is for you. We're going to start off by raising our vibration. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, and 3. Let's all take a nice, beautiful, deep breath in together. 1, 2, and 3. Let's breathe. Oh my goodness, that always feels so good to do. If you are watching and I have been any assistance or help to you, please hit that thumbs up. So I'm going to give you guys some guidance. We're going to see what's in store for my fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Cashapp. We're going to see what's in store for you guys. We're going to see what's going to help you for December through January of 2020. We do have we got the Gemini full moon coming up on the 12th. All right, so you may find yourself being a little bit more curious about things, being a little bit more open, because Geminis are very open. They rule the third house, so you may be doing a lot of communicating around that time. And then we have the Cancer. We got a solar eclipse on the 26th, which is the day after Christmas. So definitely keep that in mind, you guys. But let's go ahead and get into the reading. We're going to see what's going to be beneficial for you all to surrender. I'm going to use my surrender deck. I also brought out my flower deck. I haven't used that in a long time, so I want to use that. Kind of taking it back to the basics since I'm going live for you all. So let's see what's going to be beneficial for you to surrender to. Oh, wait. Let's wait before I get into it, because I want to talk to my Aries. Because Aries, I was attempting to do your reading last week, right? And I was pre-recording like I always do. And man, Aries, I want to tell y'all to keep pushing, because the messages that I was getting from my Aries had me a little hot. And I say I was a little hot because it was some underhanded, some backdoor stuff going on, some really underhanded stuff going on for my Aries that I really didn't like. And I seen some of my Aries getting fired from their jobs. But I want to tell you, and I know this not going to resonate with every Aries, but I'm talking to the Aries that the messages was coming for. To these specific Aries, let me tell y'all something. If you find that you get fired from your job, it's only because God has something so way better for you. You're going to be making more money, all right? And it's going to be more beneficial for your schedule, okay? Especially if you have children. So I want to tell y'all, keep your head up. Don't worry about people doing for the underhanded stuff that people are doing. They're going to have to pay for that on their own. So don't even worry about it. But yeah, I wanted to talk to my Aries because those messages were coming forth. And I was like, oh, no. That's not okay. That is not cool. Also, we had the judgment card come out for you guys. So I just want you to know that God is with you, you know. But I had to let my Aries know that. I really did. because I did feel that for some of you. But let's get into it. This is for the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cusp. Wherever you have this energy at, even if you don't have this energy and it resonate with you, that's fine. All right. Let's get into what would be beneficial for you all to surrender to for December all the way into January, because I'm kind of taking a break. So y'all not going to see me in January. You'll see me in February because I'm getting some things together. But let's get into it. Divine source, heavenly angels, benevolent spirit guides, and ancestors, what would be beneficial for the Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius to surrender to for December 2019 through January of 2020? Everyone that's watching, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. All right. Okay. So we got surrender to rest and sleep. Make sure you're getting enough rest. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time, and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. And see, that's exactly, I'm a Sagittarius, and I'm going to take heed to this guidance because, like I just told y'all, January, you're not going to see me because I'm going to be doing exactly what Spirit just said for us to do. Get some rest, rejuvenate, so I can come back nice and strong. All right, so make sure you're getting the rest that you need around this time, because we are entering a whole new phase here. This is a whole new phase in this game of life. And for fire signs, we really have some heavy energy that's benefiting us for 2020. So definitely make sure you get the rest that you need. We also got surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person, situation. All right. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy around these people, then proceed forward. But this is the next message out for you all. And I don't know why y'all like to watch me and not say hello to me. Like, why y'all can't say hey? I don't get that. I found out I got a lot of ghost watchers. Like, y'all just be... What's up with that? Y'all can't say hello, good morning, good afternoon, or whatever. Well, let's see what else will be beneficial for y'all. And then we're going to get into the tarot and really see what's going on. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So definitely make sure you get some rest and pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to how your body feels when you're around other people, because those are signs. All right, some gut feelings that you get. What other advice do you have for the fire signs? Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What other messages will be beneficial for them for December 2019 all the way until January of 2020? See, it's a time of reflection. I just said that. I knew that already. It's definitely a time of reflection to redirect your energy into where you're trying to take yourself for the year 2020. You got clear the past, heal the present. This card, I kid you guys not, every single time I use this deck, this card always comes out. Every time. So it's definitely going to be beneficial for you to heal the areas of your past so that they do not interfere with your present. They don't interfere with what you have going on for the year 2020. So it's a very good time, you guys. You know there's a full moon on the 12th. Anytime it's a full moon, y'all done heard me say this for the whole year now. But anytime it's a full moon, it's a time to put things to bed. It's a time of endings. So it'll be very good for you to make sure that whatever it is you find yourself dealing with, or that you have been dealing with, that you really get to the nitty gritty of that stuff and deal with it. All right. So let's get into the real thing. Let's get into your energies. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's popping. What is the most important information for the fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, to know for December 2019 all the way into January 2020? What is going on? Okay, my spirit guides just told me to tell you all, don't be too impulsive. All right? Remember, you're revising, you're redirecting. So there's no need to be impulsive. You're going to have to learn a little bit of patience, fire signs. I know that may be a little difficult for us, but patience is necessary. Don't give up if things don't, pan out as quickly as you wish for them to. Everything happens in divine timing. All right. Let's see. Got the Empress. See, here we go. You're pregnant with a new idea. Some of you may find out you're pregnant next year. But whatever it is, you're pregnant with a new idea. There's a need for nourishment, which, the surrender card already told you to listen to your body. But there is a need for nourishment, nourishing yourself, nourishing others around you. Please be sure to practice self-love. That's always important, because you can't give to anyone else unless you're giving that love to yourself first. All right? That's the most important thing. Yeah, see? We got the Knight of Fire. And I'm going to put the story together in a minute, because I feel like for some of you, it may be some things that actually do happen fast. And for others of you, there is a need for patience. It's like you feel like it's not happening fast enough. Ooh, I love that. The Four of Wands. Okay, fire signs. A lot of fire here. All right, well, let me put this story together, because I'm loving the energy that came forth. Yes, so there's definitely a need for nourishment. All right, give birth to your dreams. So whatever dreams and goals that, you have for yourself, take that time out that's needed to nurture those goals, all right? To nurture your dreams, to nurture yourself, to nurture your loved ones and everything. 2020, let me tell you, all of this technology, like, it's going to get crazy and crazy every year. But I want to tell y'all to spend less time on your cellular devices, on your tablets and all that. You're going to need to take some time off, because this technology is going to be something else. All right. And, get you some protective stones, like, this is Tektite. I thought this was my black tourmaline. But get yourself some black tourmaline and stuff like that. If you are someone that has to be around technology and be on your phone and all that, but with all of this 5G stuff and the stuff they're doing, like, it's really going to be necessary for all of us to cut out that screen time. All right, which is why I told y'all not going to see me in January. I'm taking care of your January reading right now, because I'm definitely going to take the time out that I need for myself. But I see a lot of fiery energy. Look at all this red. This, y'all, like, it's crazy. I'm doing fire signs, and here's your energy here. All red, all fiery energy. Now, we got the Knight of Fire that came out. There's definitely going to be things that need your attention for December to January. And, like the card said, you're going to reflect and redirect your energy towards the things that are more important for you. Okay. Your energy needs to be, you need to be spending your time taking care of the things that need to be nurtured. That's why the Empress energy is here. Taking care of the things that need to be taken care of and cut out, all of the unnecessary things that are not benefiting you, because we are going into a year that's going to be some serious. So I feel like it's definitely some situations that are going to take place for you where you're going to have to definitely um take the time out to sit with yourself and come up with a better plan that is going to be more beneficial for you. All right. And for others of you, there's some stuff where time is of the essence. Like you ain't got time to wait. You don't have time to play. But with the 4 of fire here, I do see you definitely successfully completing some things. I feel that you will be at peace in your life for everything that you accomplish. I feel like for a lot of you, you've done so much this year, and a lot of it you probably didn't even think that you had the guts to finish it or just the courage to do it, but you did it, and you're feeling very happy about that. And I just really definitely see you spending that time with your family, with those you love, with your close friends. That is what's going to be most important for you for the month of December and January. All right. And then we have the 3 of Wands. And look what it says. I'm going to just let y'all read it. Like, that's so beautiful. Abundance, things looking up for you. Like, that's great news to hear. Okay. And what did I tell you about patience? Before I even pulled the cards, I said, all right, fire signs, like, it's going to take patience, right? Because we're fire signs and we want stuff to happen, immediately like that. But that's not always how things work. Let's go into the love portion and see what's going on when it comes to love for my wonderful fire signs. What is going on in love? All right, we got flirt. A lot of flirting necessary. Okay. What other messages? Heart-to-heart conversation. See, here's the nourishment again. It's really a time of nourishing your relationships. All right. For those of you who have businesses, it's going to be a time for you to, kind of put that nourishing energy into your business and see where you want to take yourself. But definitely heart-to-heart conversations. All right. I seen a video yesterday, and the girl was talking about how people are just so afraid to be vulnerable these days. You want to act all rough and tough, like you're just so hard, like you don't have feelings. And how the heck do you expect for your relationship to be one of understanding and intimate moments without sex? You need to be able to be vulnerable and have these heart-to-heart conversations with your spouse, with your girl, you do, whatever type of situations y'all are in. But it's definitely going to be important for y'all to really have conversations where you can be vulnerable with one another and tell each other how you feel from your hearts. So We have flirts and we have heart-to-heart conversations. All right. So for all my singles, don't be afraid to flirt. Shoot, even if you're coupled up, you can still flirt. But definitely be open to those conversations. Let's see what else comes forth for you all. For the wonderful fire signs. Ooh, what that was. Codependency. Watch out for that. Watch out for codependency. And at the bottom of the deck, what do we have? Past life relationship. For some of y'all, this could be karmic relationships. All right. Whenever you get with someone, it's definitely beneficial for you to do a synastry chart. And you know what? I'm going to have way more astrology videos next year for 2020 because people come to me for relationship advice a lot. And I find myself referring them to synastry charts. And so that is going to be something that I'm going to be offering next year. All right. Because stuff don't be a coincidence. People come into our lives for reasons. And sometimes it's karmic reasons. And people hear the word karma and get scared because they automatically, think that karma is bad. But it's really all on you. It's really all on what you've been putting out. Because that's what you're going to get back, right? And so some of these past life relationships are just to balance the scales of what did not get done or what was done to one another in a previous lifetime. We come here to earth so that we can balance things out, so we can see what our hurts did to others, and we come here to learn. This is a playground for us. This is a teaching school, and we come here to learn lessons and grow so we can be better people, all right, in society. But I'm going to my flower deck and I'm going to see what other messages come forth. But I just keep feeling that there's a need for nourishment. And I mean for you to nourish yourself, nourish your projects, and just take the time out. People are so scared to take time out to themselves. Like, even for those of you who have jobs, like, if you've been feeling overworked and like you just need time out to yourself, take that time, man. Like, self-love. Okay, it's so important. All right, and self-love is getting the rest you need. Like, if you ain't been getting enough sleep, honey, take the time to get enough sleep so you can be 100. If you feel like you need to eat healthier, start to eat healthier. You feel like you need to work out. Whatever it is you feel like you need to do that involves nourishing yourself, that is what you need to do for the month of for the rest of this month and going into January of 2020. But let's see what else messages come forth for the Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. The fiery bunch. What other messages? And y'all don't forget to thumbs up my video. Greatly appreciate it. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, what other messages do you have for the fire signs? For December 2019 and January of 2020. Fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. What messages are beneficial for them? What do they need to focus on? But I love the fact, dear fire signs, that, see, I feel like by you taking the time out to do what? Because for all the people that's just joining on, Spirit advised for the fire signs to get some rest and to listen to your body and how you feel around people. Listen to your intuition. And I really feel like the reason why, this came out for you guys is because we're going into a new year. Y'all know people will be like, oh, I got a New Year's resolution for this, and my New Year's resolution is that. Well, your New Year's resolution, dear fire signs, needs to be committing more to self-love, self-care, taking care of yourself so you can show up 100% with whatever it is that you do. Okay? And definitely don't forget, clear the past, heal the present. Whatever situations that you feel in your life needs to be cleared out so that you can move on and not take it into 2020. Then definitely do that. And which is, I feel like for some of you, this involves your romantic life, and that's just why heart-to-heart conversations are necessary. But what I do love is the Four of Wands being here, which is, a lot of love in the air, a lot of celebration, being content, being happy with where you are so far. So that's a wonderful thing. Like, that's just it's so amazing how I'm doing fire signs and look at all this fiery energy. Like, nothing but fiery energy. So I love that. And I love that Spirit already told you that things are looking good for you. And that's why I feel like my only message here so far is to just take care of yourself. Because when you take care of yourself, everything else will fall in line. You'll have a clear vision, for 2020. And it's crazy because everybody's been saying 2020 is clear vision. Being clear-sighted, clear-minded on where you want to take your life, what you're trying to do. So I love the messages that came forth because I feel like they're definitely beneficial. Like, I feel like Spirit is letting us know exactly what needs to be done for these last for December and then going into January. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Spirit Guides, and Ancestors. What other messages do you have for the fire signs? For December 2019, January of 2020. What is going to benefit them? Cherry blossom. Cherry blossom. Now I'm going to go into my guidebook like always. When I use this deck, I love to go into the guidebook because it brings out so much. And I haven't used this deck in a while. And I love the message of cherry blossom. Cherry blossom means to be free. Be free. It also represents divine love, forgiveness. And look at Spirit. Look at Spirit. Because what does Spirit say? Clear the past, heal the present. All right? So it represents divine love, forgiveness, gentleness, romance. See? And with all of this energy saying that, your home life's going to be happy and content, everything is going to be fine for you. So I love the energy that came forth. Like, I don't see anything bad in here besides the fact that Spirit told you to watch out for codependency in your relationships. But other than that, there is going to definitely be some heart-to-heart conversations, which I feel like is going to bring a lot of you closer to, the person you're having these heart-to-heart conversations with. There's going to be tremendous understanding And what did I just say about the year 2020? Clarity. Clarity. I feel like a lot of you are going to get clarity in your romantic relationships when it comes to your love life. But let's keep going into the cherry blossom, because y'all see how free she looked? Like when you're on a swing, when's the last time you guys went to a park and got on a swing and felt how freeing it is? Like you do literally feel free when you're swinging on a swing. The wind, it blows past you. You just feel like a big kid. You know, so it represents divine love, forgiveness, gentleness, romance, and remembering your innocence, you know, which innocence is going to be highly necessary in order to have these type of conversations, right? And it also represents weight loss. So for any of my fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius, and Leos that are trying to lose weight, look, you know, you have a lot of supportive energy around you for you to do that. It's all on you now. Can't nobody make you stop eating the stuff you was eating, and can't nobody make you work out but you. But if we're talking about nourishment and nurturing yourself, and you know that that's a goal of yours, then, you know, go ahead and get to it. You know, don't hold yourself back to, you know, the transformation that you wish to see in your body, if that's something, you know, that some of you are desiring to do. But cherry blossom definitely represents weight loss. So it says, lighten up, dear fire signs. Let go of past hurts. Remember that you are a beloved and innocent divine child, and be free. Free yourself. Why I hear Fantasia? Why am I hearing Fantasia? Go ahead and free yourself. That's what I'm hearing right now. So cherry blossom blesses you now with a generous infusion of heavenly buoyancy, purity, and grace. This card reminds you that you are beautiful and lovable as you are, and that any errors or transgressions that you believe you have performed, or that you believe have been performed against you, are nothing more. Hold on, let me keep going, because I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. Are nothing more substantial than old cobwebs to be whisked away easily in the early springtime sunshine of cleansing forgiveness. So yes, a lot of, and see, and I know I keep pulling this card up, but that is why heart-to-heart conversations are here, because I feel like in the love department there's a need for forgiveness. Oh wow, not just her spirit say forgive yourself. Forgive yourself, fire sign. Forgive yourself. Oh man, y'all excuse the alarm on all these many phones I have in here. But yes, fire signs, it's definitely necessary for you to forgive yourself. Close your eyes for a moment and envision fresh white and pink cherry blossoms gently quivering on a branch in bright sunlight against a vibrant blue sky. As fantasy-like as this seems, this is an actuality. This fresh purity is something that truly exists and inhabits the exact same world as you do. Feel the wisdom of this vision as it energetically shifts your present reality into one that is in complete and total alignment with the realm of the eternal, the realm of perfect oneness, forgiveness, and love. Fire signs, if there is any undesirable heaviness or inertia in your mind, body, spirit, or life, and if there is, You will know it as it will clearly arise in your subconscious as I read these words. Remember that just like everything else in this world of form, its solidity and substantiality is an illusion that will fall away into nothingness just as surely as if it never existed at all. Knowing this, set the intention to experience this dissolution of any conditions and thought forms that are no longer serving you and allow them to completely disperse and disappear now, like shadows in sunlight. Dear fire signs, the following ideas and messages may apply to what you find yourself going through for the rest of December into January. I want you guys to pay attention to the things that stick out to you as I read. Forgive yourself and let go of any inner dialogue that is not characterized by self-love and self-approval. Now, what have I been talking about since I started the freaking line? As soon as I seen this Empress card, I knew what Spirit was getting at. I knew that Spirit wants you all to take this time to truly, 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 truly care for yourself. Nourish yourself, all right? Because you never know what position you may find yourself in January of 2020. You know, it may be someone or some people out there that really need your assistance. And like I said earlier, you cannot give to them if you haven't gave to yourself. All right? So Spirit just keeps reiterating self-love, self-love. Forgive yourself for any mistakes, any past hurts. Forgive others. All right? So that 2020, you can be free. Cherry blossom represents being free. You know, so you want to free yourself of anything. And like it was saying, any thought forms, because let me tell you something about your thoughts. Thoughts, okay, or thought forms definitely can manifest. All right. It can definitely manifest. And so being that you are a co-creator, you're co-creating with source based off of your actions and the things that you say and do. All right, the law, the universal law of cause and effect. Spirit is letting you know that it will be beneficial for you to practice forgiveness, self-love, self-care for the month of December of 2019 and going into January of 2020. So forgive yourself and let go of any inner dialogue that is not characterized by self-love and self-approval. Forgive others by choosing for your own sake to let go of any heaviness or long-standing hurts. Let me read that again. Forgive others by choosing for your own sake to let go of any heaviness or long-standing hurts. Let go of worry and fear. Trust that everything is perfectly unfolding. Let go of responsibilities or obligations that are not authentically chosen by your soul. Let go of responsibilities or obligations that are not authentically chosen by your soul. Realize that not everything is your job, and that perfection in the egoic sense is boring. Let go of nitpicking, micromanaging, and over criticizing. Let it all go. Let go of any extras in the physical or non-physical realms, including clutter in your home. And y'all know all the superstitious people be like, we finna clean our house. We can't have our house dirty going into the new year because That means if your house dirty, then your house gonna be dirty all year. But no, seriously, you know, it's funny that clearing clutter came up because I have been getting on my daughters about their room, and they just have stuff everywhere. And we thoroughly just cleaned their rooms just this weekend. And the atmosphere in their room is so light. It is so light in there. And I do have another story to share about that, about us cleaning their room and clearing the clutter, but I'll wait until the end. But seeing that really made me, see how beneficial it is to clear clutter in your home. Because, honey, when I tell y'all this story about what happened after we cleaned up that room, y'all gonna be like, okay, yeah, let me hurry up and get this clutter out my house. But let go of any extras in the physical or non-physical realms, including clutter in your home, limiting beliefs, habits that don't nourish you. Okay, look, back to the Empress, man. Back to the Empress. All right. I done said this 100 times already in this reading. December and January are for you, fire signs. For you to take care of you. Okay? We taking care of ourselves. All right? Because we have a whole nother year ahead of us. And we want to be on our A game when it comes to February, March, April, May. When it comes to the rest of the year, we want to be on our A game. So take the rest of December and the whole month of January to care for you, to nourish you, to let go of anything that is holding you back, to let go of things that are not beneficial for you. All right. We're going to let go of critical self-talk. All right. Because your subconscious mind don't have a sense of humor. So if you're around here being so critical of yourself, that's not helping you. All right. We're letting go of unhealthy relationships. And we're letting go of obligations that are not in alignment with your truest good. All right. Anything. We letting go of all unnecessary baggage. Okay. If you find yourself, dear fire signs, contemplating a choice, choose what best supports your freedom and brings a feeling of lightness to your heart. Be playful, right? Which is why the flirt card is here. Be playful, joyful, spontaneous, and free. And for those of you who like gardens and things and who like to plant stuff, well, hi, Lyrical Bang. Hey, how are you doing? Thanks for commenting. Thanks for tuning in, too. But if you're someone that likes to plant gardens, that likes to plant things in your garden, you can plant a cherry blossom tree. Or if you're familiar with flower essence, you can take the flower essence remedy, and it will remind you to be free, to get rid of unnecessary baggage, to love yourself. Okay. Now, I feel the need to pull another card from another deck. Let me get out. I'm going to get out my life purpose deck. I'm about to get ready to pull from here because I want to see what else. But for the most part, this whole entire message has been about self-care, self-love, nurturing, letting go of the past, letting go of all that heavy baggage that's unnecessary. Yes. All right. And I'm telling you, we do have some heavy energy with the solar eclipse coming up. We got the Gemini full moon on the 12th. All right. So really, really, really take advantage of that and release. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the fire signs for December 2019 to January of 2020? What other messages? Wow. See, I knew we weren't done. I knew it. I knew we weren't done. Spirit is reminding you of your strength, honey. Everything that you've gone through for the whole 2019 ain't make you nothing but stronger. So when you face difficulties in the year 2020, Spirit wants you to be reminded of the strength, all right, that you have inside. Everything you experience in your life has made you strong and courageous. Now, let me tell you something. I don't know about y'all, but for me, I'm feeling that message. Because I done been through quite a few things. And then I feel like it definitely made me more stronger and courageous. Anybody been questioning their path? Spirit is here to let you know that you're definitely on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay? We have the counseling card. Some of you may be getting some counseling, all right? Or some of you may be counseling others, which is why I done went back to this card so many times, because this is like the very first energy that came out. And so by you doing this, it's going to grant you this. It's going to grant you this. When you take care of yourself, dear fire signs, this is going to be your outcome. And that's why it's very important for you to do that. Very important. All right. So you may be offering advice to others, or you may be yourself getting some type of counseling. We have freedom. You're free to do what you choose. 2 cards here speaking about freedom. All right. We're freeing ourselves. Practice whatever it is that you do, whether you play an instrument, or you provide services for others, or whatever it is that you do, make sure you're practicing. And see, that's what you could be doing when you're taking this time out to yourself, right? For the rest of the month, going into January 2020, you could be practicing, all right, your craft, whatever that is. Well, we got nutrition. Some of you may be cooking for others, all right? Some of you may go to culinary school. You may be thinking about doing that next year. Some of you may be herbalists and providing herbs for others. But see, it all goes back to the same card, which is the Empress, which is nourishment, taking care of yourself, making sure you eat healthy as well. All right. But some of you definitely may be becoming chefs. All right. So if you have been wanting to be a chef or a herbalist, or, doing something with cooking, maybe you want to start your own YouTube channel with your vegan meals, or, whatever it is that you want to do as far as cooking goes. Here's your confirmation for those of you that resonates with. And we have the environmentalist card, and this talks about, some of you really being here to take care of the earth. I mean, we all share this planet, all us humans here, we share planet Earth together. We should be trying to take care of it, right? I mean, because they're doing enough. The government, I should say, they're doing enough with all the chemtrails and everything else they be doing. It's ridiculous. So as human beings, as humanity, we got to do our part. But Definitely, dear fire signs, take the time that you need, dear loves, to nourish yourself. And I'm actually getting ready to go. I'm going to go into my guidebook for these two cards because I feel like that's necessary. I don't even know how long I've been on here, but I appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for supporting me, man, because you all have supported a dream of mine. And so I want you guys to know that I appreciate y'all. And next year, I'm definitely going to be doing giveaways. Like I have so much in store for you all. So stay tuned and thank you for rocking with me. All right. I still got my custom bracelets going and everything. So I'm gonna be giving away bracelets. Like I have so much that I'm gonna do, which is why I'm definitely taking the time. I'm taking heed as a fire sign. I'm taking heed to these messages that are coming forth today. Reflect and redirect your energy. Turning back isn't necessarily a failure. Sometimes it's the wisest thing you can do. If there's an area in your life where there's an impasse, the universe is telling you to use this as a time to reflect and redirect your energy in another way. Wisdom is knowing when to back down, turn around, and then let it go. How many messages, fire signs, have y'all been getting about letting it go, being free? All right. So I feel like a lot of y'all may be holding on to some things that are not beneficial for you. All right. For some of you, it's a need to forgive. For others of you, it's a need to change your beliefs. Are you limiting yourself by the thoughts that you're having? Are you limiting yourself by certain beliefs that you've been holding on to since you were a child? What is it that you need to let go of in order to feel free and be free? All right. So wisdom is knowing when to back down, turn around, and then let it go. There are times in life to break through barriers, and these are times to change, and there are times to change direction. There is an area in your life regarding relationships, business, finances, health, or your life path that needs to be evaluated. Perhaps a new route is needed. The sacred traveler wants you to know. If you reach an impasse in life, instead of protesting that it's unfair or unwarranted, change your course. Do it quickly and easily. Instead of focusing on what's not working, focus on what can work and what steps are needed to create a different outcome. This is a sign of a sage. The wise one views an obstacle, and if it's impassable, he immediately steps back and goes a different way. Therein dwells the sage's success. Whatever the obstacle in your life, you have learned what you needed to learn. Now back away and choose a different path. So some of you are definitely going to be choosing a different path going into 2020. Let's get into the rejuvenating rain, and then that's going to conclude your reading. Clear the past, heal the present. Physical and emotional healing is occurring. There is a cleansing and a clearing of old emotional wounds and even a release of past life limitations. Now, what did I tell y'all about the karmic relationships in the past life card being at the bottom of the deck when I got to the love portion of your reading? So, for some of you, this is why it's beneficial for you to know your astrological energy, for you to know your astrological programming. It's so important. Like, people look at astrology and they think that it ain't nothing and it don't mean nothing, but meanwhile, it's governing their lives and they don't even know it. And so past lives, your self node deals with your past life. And when we come into the light, when we come into new lifetimes, we can carry trauma, limiting beliefs. We can carry and bring things in. And your north node in your astrology chart is what you need to be working towards. And usually, we never really feel the energy of our north node until we get into this. I'm talking to all my young folks out there, but we don't really feel the energy of our north node qualities until we get into like our 30s, like around our like the 29th year into your 30s, and you start to feel like, man, what did I come here to do? Like, man, what am I doing with my life? You start questioning things. And so for those of you who are in your early 30s or you're about to be 30, that is really the time where your north node energy starts to be activated. So you need to look in your birth chart and see where your north node is at, so that when it comes to your spiritual growth, you'll be growing in those areas versus going backwards into things that you already dealt with. And so the rejuvenating rain card speaks about you even releasing and healing past life limitations. All right. It says all is forgiven. Absolve yourself. Forgive others their transgressions against you. How many times, fire signs? How many times has Spirit brought up forgiveness in this reading? All right. Like, that is so, so important for you to be forgiving yourself, forgiving others, not holding on to nothing and letting it go. Because you don't want to bring that to 2020. Like, for what? For what? It's a whole new year, even though the real new year doesn't start until spring. But you don't want to bring that. So you want to heal stuff from the past, forgive, and move on. Because holding on to unforgiveness. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. Holding on to unforgiveness doesn't do anything for you but hurt you. All right. Unforgiveness can set in your cells, and then you're around here wondering why you're sick. So we don't have time to be holding on to things. We're going to let that stuff go, wherever it is for you all individually. All right. So it says it's time to let it all go. In order for new growth to occur, the old must be cleared away. This card indicates a time of clearing out what doesn't serve and support you. It can also indicate clearing clutter. This is like the third time clearing clutter came up, which reminds me of the story I need to tell y'all when I'm done with this card. If you don't love it or use it, most likely it's clutter. Physical clutter can be indicative of emotional clutter. It's time to release it and allow the cleansing metaphoric energy of the rain to purify and cleanse you in the deepest way. This is also a great time to go on a cleansing fast to clear out your body, while old emotions and challenges are clearing out of your energy field. Use water for cleansing your energy field. Stand in a cold shower, swim in the sea, or run in the rain. All right, fire signs. Like, Spirit gave it to y'all real cut and clear. Yeah. So let's talk about clearing the clutter real quick before I let y'all go. Because earlier during the reading, I was telling you all that clearing the clutter, for that to come out, it reminded me of me, getting on my daughters about their room. They have stuff everywhere. And usually, I try not to be hard on them about their room because I don't want to be so critical of them. And so, I give them credit for them doing their best. But it just became too much for me. And when I would walk into their room, the energy would shift. And I didn't like the way their room was feeling. And so I was like, oh, no, girls. We're going to get this room together. We're going to clean this room up. Now, my great-grandmother passed away in September. And my daughters, since September, they have had notes on their door welcoming my grandmother into their room. They've been like, Grandma, we love you. You can come and visit us. And I'm like, all right, y'all, like, you better be careful what you asking for. Because you get a visitation, I don't need y'all talking about you're scared and all this here. So we cleaned out their room, right? I spent about I kid you guys now, I spent about 5 hours in their room cleaning up their room. And so it's squeaky clean. I was teaching them about feng shui. I'm like, you shouldn't have anything under your bed. You want all energy to flow freely in your room. And I told them, I said, imagine how much well-rested you're going to be without all this clutter in your room. And the thing about low vibrational spirits is that they love clutter. Like they love to be in situations and in atmospheres where it's not clean, right? Because it's a low vibe, right? And so we cleaned their room. We went downstairs to have dinner. We're sitting at the dinner table. There's no one upstairs. No one. Everyone in the house is downstairs at the dinner table eating. So we're eating, we're talking, we're laughing. We're talking about how much better the room feels. It's clean. So all we hear is thumping noises, like somebody's walking around upstairs. And so my husband, he already knows that, I'm aware of spiritual things. I get visitations from spirits and things like that. And so he always makes fun of me. And he was like, don't you hear your cousins upstairs? And I was like, nah, them your cousins this time. Them ain't my cousins up there. And so we just laughed it off or whatever. But then a couple of seconds later, what did we hear? Somebody walking, all right? And then it sounds like somebody is coming down the stairs. And so what I realized in that moment is that most certainly was my grandmother visiting them. They had been ushering her to come and visit since September. And I told them, I said, look, you great grandma, well, that's their great grandmother. That's my great grandmother and their great. But I told them, I said, y'all been ushering for your great grandma to come and visit you. I said, but she didn't want to come because y'all room was so dirty. Y'all room was so dirty and full of clutter. She didn't even want to come. But she came now. And so, I wanted to tell that story because, Spirit's been telling the fire signs, to clear the clutter, clear clutter in your home, clear emotional clutter. So you can go into the new year free, free. Free as this lovely girl on this swing. And so it's definitely important for you to clear the clutter in your home, take care of yourself. All right. Take care of yourself. Have the conversations that need to be had. Definitely watch out for that codependency in your relationships. For all my single people, make sure you flirt. You don't know, what happened, especially with the 4 of fire here and the 3 of fire here. Go ahead and get those long-term plans going, And that's the message for y'all. Nurture yourself, love yourself, clear the clutter, clear your home, get rid of all things that are not helping you. Everything that's not serving you, get rid of it. All right. And most certainly, remember to surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to how you feel when you're around people. Listen to how you feel when you're watching anything, when you're listening to anything. Pay attention to all of that. All right. But that concludes your reading. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you to the 2 young ladies that commented. I will see you guys in February of 2020. I love you guys. Peace, love, and light. And I'll catch you guys in February. If I can end the live. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Cat. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up on my video. Peace, love, and light. Catch you guys in February.